Hi, I'm Christine Williams. I manage the Half Moon Outfitters. We are located on Prince Avenue in Athens, Georgia. We sell all the outdoor specialty backpacking equipment and kayaks, paddle boards, lightweight tents, things like that. We are also based out of Charleston, so we have kind of a paddleboard surf feel to us. So we have 8 locations, but the one here local to us is in Athens, Georgia. So come see us. You can also rent paddleboards and kayaks and even electric skateboards. So it's a really fun place to come and see what we have to offer.
What's your website?
Oh, our website is halfmoonoutfitters.com, and we're also on Instagram, Half Moon Outfitters, and Facebook.
Hi guys, I'm Dan Eastland with Dogwood Custom Knives. I'm out of Greenville, South Carolina. A couple of things we're known for are these Firefly handles. 30 minutes of direct sunlight and they'll glow for 8 to 10 hours. Recently I was invited to participate in a project around the Kephart knife. Ethan Becker of Becker Knife and Tool has gotten the only known 5-inch Kephart in existence. And I was lucky enough to be involved in the process of recreating that. And this is our version and it'll be available this year. We're going to do these in 1095 and S35VN, and at this point it is the most accurate recreation of the Kephart today. The other side of that project is Ethan Becker, Becker Knife and Tool.
This is the blade that I got about a year and a half ago, and it is the only, as far as we know, the only 5-inch Kephart. Outside, even the one at the museum, it's a 4-inch version. But this is the knife that Kephart designed and used every single day.
Hey, I'm Donnie Roberts from Bogart, Georgia, which is right outside of Athens. I design, make knives and leather sheaths for the outdoors. I take all these knives and consider what the needs of being in the outdoors on the trail would be. For example, lightweight is very important when you're on certain trails where there's a lot of mountains and you're carrying a lot of gear. This is my trail hiker knife. Has an extended finger choil here that's oversized where you can choke up and make feather sticks. Has a swedge here which helps with drilling. Has an extended pommel here that you can pound things on if you want to. It's made out of 5160 steel, Indian rosewood. The sheath that goes with it is designed where you can wear it vertically, cross carry, and in this position, left-handed scalp. But you can also flip this, take this off, move this and flip it. Now you can do the same thing left-handed, and it's also now a right-handed scalp. Very lightweight, very durable, has a great edge. This one, the edge that's on here now, and it keeps this edge. It slices through just about everything we've put in front of it within reason.
And where do we find you at? Online or anything like that?
Yeah, Bogart, Georgia, at DonnyRobertsKnives.com. And you can also through Facebook. It's on there at Donnie Roberts Knives as well.
Awesome. Go ahead, Dennis.
I'm Dennis Sprinkle. I'm with Dennis Sprinkle Photography. I'm out here demonstrating telescopes and looking at the night sky. We're going to be looking at galaxies, nebula, star clusters, just all the wonders in the sky. Been doing this for about 4 years and hoping to keep getting better. I'm a photographer. You can see some of my prints. I do anything from eclipse shots to landscape shots. All my stuff can be found on rocksolidphoto.com. So, hoping to share all this with everybody and just get everybody interested in the night sky.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Dennis.
Oh, you're very welcome. Thank you.
ENYART. I am the owner of FLINT Steel Critical Skills Group and a lead instructor, and also an instructor at Pathfinder School. My YouTube channels are FLINT Steel Critical Skills Group and the Gray Bearded Green Beret, as a lot of people know me now. So I'm out here at Georgia BUSHCRAFT right now. We had 5 of our other team members here that might be on this video. You just met Justin Cook. Carly Fairchild's running around here. Phil Leibel from Texas came up, and Callie Moorhead's from Georgia. And I don't think I missed anybody, but anyway. So we're up here hanging out at Georgia BUSHCRAFT. Always a great gathering. They do a fall gathering and a spring gathering. So this time I just came as a vendor and set up the teepee, hanging out with everybody. and peddling our wares, mostly logo products, and especially good kit that I think is fantastic. But anyway, so we're having a good time here at Georgia Bushcraft with everybody. Our sponsors from Wazoo and LT Wright are also here, so just happy to hang out with everybody and just enjoy a crowd full of like-minded people that love bushcraft and survival.
Alright, I'm Michael from Dead EDC. We deal with all sorts of like everyday carry kind of gear. We got patches, we got some American sheepdog bags. We have a big feel for nostalgia from the 80s. Our kids kind of don't know about anymore, and we just sit there and laugh when we watch TV, watching Alf or Star Wars. I got all sorts of interesting gear. Mostly patches, though, is what I deal with, and only make 100 of each. You can find them at deadedc.com. You can find us on Facebook, and you can find us on Instagram. Hit me up if you want to relive that nostalgia.
Go ahead.
I'm James GIBSON. I am a custom knife maker. I also am a bushcraft survival instructor with Randall's Adventure Training, the Etsy Knife Company, and I am also one of their designers in knife making. Been in primitive skills for many, many years. I've been to Tom Brown's, I've trained under Steve Watts, picked up a lot of things through my life. I'm a flint napper of 24 years. Here's some blades that I've done. Got a whole thing here. Into primitive fire making, do a lot of hand drill, bow drill teaching. Love the hand drill the best because you just need 2 pieces, where bow drill you got to have 5. And so you practice, you learn to float. Of course, I do have my bow drills. This is a little takedown kit that I made that I carry in this bag, and it makes it real convenient. Some I just cut out in the wild teaching classes, just make bow drills that way. Into flint and steel, got the OT kit here, the Iceman kit. Feel like I kind of went full circle with that when I got that kit. Like one more thing, that's doing the strap fire making, and now I feel like I went full circle. Got a pump drill here. Really enjoy fishing things and making the hooks, doing cordage, making the lines. This here is a tapered line. As you can see, it's smaller and gets bigger. Got a gorge hook on it for a big fish. Practice drilling through rocks, drilling holes through rocks. That will really help you with your hand drill.
I just walked out here, so.
Got into gourd craft. Yesterday I demonstrated carving a spoon. This is a spoon we got started. It's not quite completed. Here in about right around 2 o'clock we're going to carve a wooden cup, which is called a cooksa. Into gourd craft. This here was a Native American ladle they found, so I done a reproduction of it, which is a really cool item. I think that's just a really cool piece. Do some a lot of forge work. I'm a journeyman bladesmith, American Bladesmith Society. I forged out these cold forged copper spoons, because no germ lives on copper over so many seconds, and silver, but silver is kind of costly. For copper, we've done water through copper water lines for years, so it's a good product. Here's a neck knife that I make. I've got like 7 or 8 different styles in this. Do a lot of edging, do the chipped handle. A lot of people complain about the handle, but they've never tried it. Like with this little axe here, Essie's coming out with a little axe this month or maybe next month, and it has what I call the chipped handle. Some call it Rocky Mountain tread, but this little axe has perfect rocker. What that means, when you set it down, the center of the blade's touching, the rear of the handle's touching, which gives you one of the best feels you can get with an axe. And I'll be using it when I start on this cooksa here in a little bit. But do the tri-sticks. Enjoy that, and that really shows you if your knife will perform.
How many notches are on that tri-stick?
Let's see, this has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
I was gonna say, is it a test of your knife, or is it a test of your skills with the knife?
What this does is teach you to use your knife when you learn to do all these notches. But I use my custom knife to do that with. This is a custom of mine, just a little old neck knife and a birch bark sheath. I use this knife to do that with, or I'll pull this knife out and do it with this knife. This is my sheep foot model, and it's got the extra work on the spine, which is engraving as well as file work. Put that back up. I always sheath my knives up. I make the stone knives. We skin deer with them. I build custom bows, arrows.
Is there anything you don't do?
I don't play a piano. I do play guitar. and sing a little bit. Do a little textile work. I make this bag to carry some of my hand pieces for doing bow drill. This is one where we do a textile and we'll weave a sling and put a patch in it. I like fooling with the sling staff. It's something I just recently took up, sling staff. And I read where a lot of the Arabic countries, like the nation of Israel now, would take a 6-foot staff. They could hurl a lot of large stones at their enemy. And this is about a 3.5 footer, but this thing right here, you can put a rock in this, and when you throw it overhanded like this and come through, if you'll point this stick at a tree or whatever, you'll just about hit it every time. So I'm working on getting accurate with that. It's a good tool. And we'll be around camp, and I'll just make a set of tongs to reach in the fire and pull out maybe when you're doing some charcoal or something in your tinderbox. I don't know. Like I say, I do just about everything. I've just recently done the Eskimo style and got my first coat with this. And, a strap drill. And just, you know, put it into your hearth and then just get down and you pull it. You got to have high and low. One's high and one's low, because if you don't, they get even, they'll bind up every time. You keep it high and low and just pull it back and forth. It's a pretty cool method. Once you figure that out, you can probably go with it, you know. So I make whistles, teach a lot of children, make them out of cane. We do a lot of that stuff, and I always enjoy, you know, doing a kids class too. It's a lot of fun. But I probably do other stuff, but I just can't think of it right. You know, that's quite a bit of stuff right there, I guess. You know.
Awesome.
You will edit this, right?
I might not.
Okay. Okay.
Also, how long have you been doing this?
Probably. I did a lot when I was 14 to 15, and then I slacked off because I got interested in girls. And then I came back around around age 20, something like that. So I'll be 64 this month. So I've been doing it a lot of years.
50 plus years.
40, probably 40 something years. I've been doing this stuff, yeah.
Awesome.
And a lot of people say, man, you've been doing this right here longer than I am old, you know. And I've been doing it a long time, and not to brag about it or anything like that, but it's fact. I've just been doing it for years, you know.
Lots of knowledge, lots of knowledge. Well, thank you very much for passing along what you've learned, and it's awesome.
Thank you.